So, imagine it's your first time living by yourself and you get a new apartment. Your landlord seems kinda sketchy, but you shrug it off as no big deal. An apartment is an apartment, right? Well, till one night, you wake up to the sound of something moving in your walls. It sounds like a camera moving around, watching you. Well, today, we'll be diving headfirst into a disturbing case on the RBI subreddit.
This is their story.
Our post takes place on March 16th, 2021, by a user named Sleepyandworried. Their post is as follows. Hello, I am new to Reddit, and after debating for a bit, I decided to make this account to maybe get some input of what to do. English is my second language, so I apologize for any typos. I am a 26-year-old female, living alone for the first time. My landlord has always felt a bit off to me. He is a man in his late 40s, and has never been holding back with comments about the way I look, etc. When I moved in, he was very clear about me not touching the 2 fire alarms in my bedroom and hallway. He justified it by saying they were directly connected with the fire department, and if I would try to do anything to them, I would cause an alarm. The alarm in my bedroom has always made me feel very weird. It makes a lot of noises, especially at night, almost sounding like a remote-controlled car, and sometimes making a very muffled beeping sound. I brought it up to him once and he said it was nothing, and if it should make any more problems, I should call him. But other things kept happening, and I just more and more felt like something was off. But at the same time, people kept telling me I was overthinking things and scared, since it is my first time living alone. The first thing that felt off to me was as I was renovating to move in, I grabbed a wrong shade of the color I wanted for my bedroom, and it ended up looking a bit bright on the wall I tested it on. A few days later, during some phone calls, he snapped at my parents about how horrible the pink was I was using in my bedroom, and if I was crazy. I never had let him into my place, so I was very confused, but kind of brushed it off as me walking around in paint-covered clothing. But things got weirder after that. During January last year, I spent a day at my parents', and when I came back, something felt off. I couldn't pinpoint it, and no one was inside my apartment, but I realized after walking into my bedroom a second time, one of the drawers under my bed was pulled out, and I don't ever remember even touching it. Again, I brushed it off as mainly because my parents told me I probably just forgot, and I ended up feeling ashamed for ever even bringing it up. Months later during the summer, I took part in a gaming night on a friend's Discord server, and when I finally hopped off to go to bed at 4 a.m., I came into my bedroom to see my underwear drawers being open. I panicked and called my mom because she lived close by, and I wasn't sure if someone was still there in the apartment. After that, I installed a door chain and got an alarm for the first time I spent at home. I suspected my landlord had a second key, and I probably wasn't able to get inside anymore, but that didn't cover the time when I am not at home. Sometimes when I come back, furniture in my bedroom is slightly moved, but at this point, my family keeps telling me I just forgot and I moved it, and that I am too ashamed to keep bringing it up. I know it sounds insane, but is it possible to have cameras installed inside the fire alarms? Could I call fire department and their non-emergency number, just asking if they can take a look at it because of the weird noises? I really just want my peaceful life back. Constantly knowing someone might have been in there in the past while I slept is really creeping me out and making me want to cry. Do you have any advice on what I should do? Sleepy provided Reddit with 3 photos showing off the sketchy fire alarms. The pictures are as follow. Redditors from all over the world would flood this post with their comments. A fellow Redditor made a very good point, and they got top comment. Their comment is as follows. German here. Smoke detectors in German apartments are usually not connected to the fire department. They are simply sonic warning devices, nothing more and nothing less. A remote car noise doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Smoke detectors have no moving parts. And yes, there are a lot of fake smoke detectors with hidden cameras on the market. I recommend calling the police on their non-emergency hotline. Tell them about your suspicions. They'll probably drop by and check your smoke detectors. Not only can they ask the fire department if your detector is indeed connected to the fire department, but they can inspect your device thoroughly without causing an unwanted alarm. Good point. It's pretty weird that Sleepy would hear what sounds like a remote-controlled car inside the smoke detectors. Possibly it could be the sound of the landlord using remote-control cameras, and what is heard is the camera being operated. About a day later, Sleepy would make an update to Reddit. Their update is as follows. Update. March 17th. Good morning and thank you to everyone giving their input and sending messages to me. This morning has been very stressful, so I apologize if I cannot get back to your DMs. I had a call with the fire department, and they told me the alarm is not connected to them in any way, shape, or form, and that is extremely fishy, that the one tinkered with is the bedroom one. I also completely forgot, I do have a storage room that has an alarm that looks identical to the one in the hallway. They told me to ask around on my friends and family if anyone knows a bit about electricity, and have them come by to take it off and take a look inside. They said it's very likely some kind of foul play is being happened here. Disregarding the camera problem, there is still a fire alarm someone just messed with and didn't fix. My mom's best friend is an electrician, and I will try to reach him today to ask if he can come by ASAP. Otherwise, I know he's going to be around Monday, so I might have to wait a bit longer. This update sounds pretty alarming, with the supposed fact that the fire department is not connected to those fire alarms in any way, shape, or form. It could lead the theory that the fire alarms are fake ones with cameras inside them. However, there are a couple things I found off about this post that some Redditors pointed out as well. This shouldn't even be a post. This could be resolved in less than 5 minutes. Get handy and stop calling everyone about it. Right? Can you imagine suspecting you're being spied on and just not checking the device and instead waiting almost a week for someone else to check it? Sorry, but this is beyond ridiculous. The more I think about it, the more the story seems like BS. She's ignored almost every piece of advice people have given her. People keep telling her that there are multiple tricks and apps that can help locate hidden cameras, and she doesn't acknowledge those comments. Her mom lives by, but isn't concerned enough to make sure her daughter is safe. I'd be over there in a heartbeat if it were my daughter. Yeah, Opie could literally stand on a kitchen chair and grab the smoke alarm in 2 minutes. Very good points were made here from skeptics. In fact, there was a small detail I noticed that seemed a bit odd. Sleepy originally stated that, a few days later during some phone calls, he snapped at my parents about how horrible the pink was I was using in my bedroom, and if I was crazy. However, Sleepy would make an edit to their post later and state, I was just on a call with my mom updating her about the situation. I don't think she intended to gaslight me at all. They are not in contact with my landlord. My mom is reasonably upset right now and would probably have a talk with the landlord, if she could. Yeah, things aren't adding up here. You state that your parents had a call with the landlord complaining about how you painted the walls pink in your apartment. However, then you say in edit to your post that they are not in contact with your landlord at all. Strange. With all this being said though, Sleepy would give a final update to conclude this post. The update is as follows. Update, March 23rd. Sorry for not updating instantly. Today was very stressful. Well, as far as I know, because of my mom's friend. My smoke detector is okay right now, but there's other stuff that came up. I don't know and can't say much more about what is going on right now. I'm not well known about what I would be able to say, but I'd rather not risk it, since there is now an ongoing police investigation. All in all, I have made choices to keep my safety insured for now. Sorry for not being able to give some of you the closure that you guys might want. Maybe one day, I might be able to share the full story of what happened. Personally, I feel this is an easy way to opt out of a fabricated story. However, if this is real, I hope that Sleepy can one day come back to Reddit to give us an update, and that they're okay. Leave your opinion on what you thought happened to Sleepy in the comments below. As always, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Disturbing Reddit Mysteries. If you liked the video, consider subscribing to my channel and liking this video. It helps a lot. As always,
have a nice day.